What is up, my friends? Welcome. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And we are on the eve of the World Championships. Now, I got to say, I got to give it to Wizards. We give Wizards of the Coast a lot of crap for making bad choices, which they do fairly often. But they make good choices, too. And I got to say that their hyping and promotion of this World Championship has been A+. A plus. They have the cool thing where you have to pick your champion, and then you pick your champion. You get a personalized email from them, you picked me. I'm Paul Vitor Demondroza. I did this, this, and that. And I think I'm gonna win because of this, and thank you for picking me. And you get prizes to your arena account for picking your champion. Super super cool. Excellent marketing. Really really good. And deck lists are out as of yesterday. The event starts tomorrow. Tomorrow being Valentine's Day, actually. Valentine's Day. Side note, big thanks to Brian, Nicole's best friend's boyfriend, for ruining Valentine's Day for all of us out there. All right? Brian had the singer of Less Than Jake write and produce a 1-minute song for his girlfriend Liz. An entire song. It's a minute long, but it's fully produced. So it's not like him playing an acoustic guitar into a cell phone or something. It's literally a fully produced song with lyrics, I assume written by I guess him. I don't really know, but why can't I find this? And he's just out there making us all look bad. Here, I'll play a second of it for you. Ready? Are you serious, Brian? What are you doing to us out there? All right? You're making us all look bad. Come on. All right, anyway, so Valentine's Day is the World's, and the World's metagame, pretty interesting. The World's metagame is essentially 4 decks with 1 outlier, and for the most part, the decks are equally represented. We have 3/4 of the field are both quarter decks, 25% Jeskai Fires, 25% Mono Red, and 25% Blue Eye Control. I'll show it to you right now. I should have had this all set up. I'm sorry. I'm so irresponsible. Here it is. So breakdown is right here. There you go. Only 3 Azorius control pilots, and then Canister going off the rails, playing Jund Food, which is pretty weird metagame choice. Jund Food, very, very good against mid-range decks, and it's a field of control, combo, and aggro, so kind of weird. But so we're going to be playing all 5 of these decks today and tomorrow. We're going to pick one person from each deck. We're going to play him. And we're starting off with Seth Manfield, who was probably my second place pick to win after Paulo. And Seth brought a pretty interesting looking mono red deck with no burn spells. No burn spells. Big thanks Sonic, Arpika, and Powerjack for resubbing, both part of my excellent mod staff. Thank you. So we got Fervent Champion, Scorch Spitter as our 1-drops, Rimrock Knight, 4 Robber of the Rich, kind of a cool card, Steamkin, Annex Hardened to the Forge is busted. This card is really, really good. Bone Crusher Giant as, I guess, our only burn spell, if you will. 4 Light Up Stage, 3 Torbrand, 3 Embercleave, and 22 lands. So kind of more of an aggressive red creature deck than a typical red burn deck. However, let's be real here. This is an Embercleave deck through and through. This is basically just 30 crappy creatures and Embercleave. It's basically what it is. And, there are Tour brands, obviously. Annex is pretty good. But for the most part, this is an Embercleave deck. And one of the reasons why I don't really like Light Up a Stage that much in this deck, Light Up a Stage is, can very often hit, a Tour brand and an Annex on turn 1 or 2. Or turn 2, I guess. Or an Embercleave you can't cast yet. Things like that. But Seth Manfield is much better at Magic than I am. And I believe him and... I should have just left that screen up. him and... Is it Paula? Mono red aggro. No, him and Andrea Mengucci. Both playing the same version of his deck, yes. So, obviously two very, very good Magic players. And we got 22 lands here. 22 lands, 4 Castle Ember Hearth. 18 mountains, of course. Castle Ember Hearth is phenomenal with Annex Hardened to the Forge, which can be an annoying card for blue-white control decks that have Wraths in them. Sideboard's got Red Cap Melee for the Mirror, 4 Lava Coil. Unchained Berserker, phenomenally good against blue-white control and fires. Nice Teferi, nice Deafening Clarion, things like that. Chandra also good against control. Tipsy good against control, and 1 Frenzy. So, that's the deck. We're going to battle a few matches with each deck, and we'll just see how it goes. Here, getting ready for the World Championships. Let's go. Seth Manfield, Mono Red, Randy, 18-month resub. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. If you haven't followed the stream with that follow button, of course, watching on YouTube, make sure you follow in there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And yes, multiple annexes is very cool. For those that don't know, if you play a second annex with an annex already in play, you legend rule them and they both die. However, they both have 4 power and they both see each other. So it makes 4 tokens. So your second annex makes 4 tokens, which is pretty good. Alright. Corvid, that is a late Christmas card, but awesome. Very happy happy you enjoyed that. Scorch Spitter. Definitely an interesting standard metagame. Couple combo-esque decks in Jeskai Fires and Reclamation. Obviously a hard control deck in blue-white control. And then heavy aggro and mono red. And so opponent is not... Alright, they are going to respect a Rimrock Knight or something like that, so they're going to keep that thing alive. That's that, and then we're just going to Steamkin here. If they had blocked with the Leafkin, we might have Bone Crusher Gianted, but... Alright, there's your Risen Reef. And then a Boreal Grazer. Well, they missed on land for the Reef, and they missed on land for the Grazer, so... That's actually pretty good for us. It means they have no extra mana next turns. They have to either make a land drop or do something. I'm pretty sure we're gonna Bone Crusher Giant this Risen Reef. Yeah. I think don't want to let them have a Druid or a Reef next turn to find more lands. What's up, Jacko? Morning, my friend. Morning, everyone. What is the equivalent of a Pro Tour now? The Pro Tour is kind of split into smaller regional Pro Tours and bigger Pro Tour finals. So there's the regional Pro Tours, which are essentially a Pro Tour split over 3 continents. There's one in Asia region, one in Europe region, and one in the Americas. And there was a Pro Tour finals, which is more similar to the old Pro Tour, where there's only one. However, they're even harder to qualify for. God, they drew a land. It sucks. So they hit a Euro too. That's pretty sick. All right, so we're pretty in on Embercleave here. We got to make some moves. We can go Robber Embercleave next turn, which is kind of cool. However, none of the creatures really wear the Embercleave that well. I think I want to just go Robber Bone Crusher. I'm sorry, Steamkin Robber Bone Crusher. And then we'll go for the Embercleave next turn. Because putting Cleave onto Bone Crusher or a 4/4 Steamkin is a lot better than putting it onto like a 2/2. Next turn they get to... They can't Euro yet if nothing dies. They don't put cards in the graveyard that well. So we'll just get set up for next turn. Kaleidoscope, what's up? Thanks to Teresa, I appreciate that. Stay gold, Pony Boy. Alright, so we are ready to roll for next turn. Next turn we're going to try and go nice and wide. Alright, so Leafkin Druid. And if we can go to their attack step, or our attack step next turn with them only having one big blocker, that would be awesome. Alright, well, there's Nissa. Embercleave, number 2. Alright, well, I mean, we have some pretty big attackers here. We're just slamming, so... Just gonna attack them. So we have... Fortunately, they don't have any cards in their hand. Or they don't have enough cards in their hand to trigger the Robber of the Witch. And I would say we almost don't even want the Cavalier to die, so pretty good blocks here, the 0-3s and the 2-2s. We can, if we pump the Steamkin, then our Steamkin will still die. Pump the Bonecrusher Giant, the Forest dies, and our Bonecrusher Giant lives. I think that's what we're going to do. So we're just going to lose a Steamkin here and deal some damage. 0-3s are really putting a crimp in our style here. So they're at 3, and we have Embercleave rolling. And we have a backup Embercleave, so if they make bad blocks next turn on the 4-4, we can kill them with that too. So, oh hello. So yeah, opponent's deck is not... Wait, what?
Harness the elements.
They stole Embercleave, but why did it equip? They pay for the equip too? Because it did not enter the battlefield. When you steal things, they do not trigger comes into play effects. They just paid for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, right. We're good. I just didn't. The Nissa mana was a little over my my math skills. So, yeah. I mean, we're just gonna hope they block bad. I guess they got a 2. We should be able to kill them here, I think. Yeah, I just wasn't counting the extra Leafkin mana, so. Yep, they're dead. The old Embercleave on a Scorch Spitter for the last 2 points. That works for me, right? Let's put out a 3-3, but... Alright, so despite our opponent making some pretty big plays, we snuck it through with a million Embercleaves. Good morning. Little Embercleaves this morning. What's up, GG? How's it going? So we're gonna want... What are we gonna want here? Lava Coil's like not even that good because they have like 6 toughness creatures and 1 toughness creatures and 3 toughness creatures. Cleave the Giant again? Yeah, it might have been better. I'd have a deck plays Brazen Borrower, but Tybalt is not exciting. I don't even want Cyborg, honestly. Like, I think we're just trying to obviously race them because their endgame's better than ours, and Lava Coil is not going to kill anything that's super important, so whatever. What's up, Coco Fang? Today we're playing the World Championship decks. This is Seth Manfield's mono red deck that he is playing at Worlds. Why do I want Chandra? Alright, opponent mulligans we're going to keep. No 1-drop, but we do have Steamkin and Bonecrusher, so... No Boreal Grazer. Lovestruck Beast, that's kind of annoying. Alright. Lovestruck Beast is a boomer. We're not trying to go long with our opponent. We're not trying to go long with our opponent at all. They go long much better than we do. We are trying to kill our opponent. Dead, if possible. That's why I'm not bothering with the lava coils, because I just want to have more proactive cards. Love Shark Beast is pretty big. Definitely a pretty big one. Another Rimrock Knight. It's like kind of an interesting spot. We can like... We have a lot of 2s here, and our only 1 is a little awkward. We could Bone Crusher them and cast Light Up a Stage, which is like not the most exciting thing in the world, but it does set up for next turn pretty well. Yeah, we're gonna do that. If you Bone Crusher the 1/1, we're not doing anything else. None of our attacks are really good, so let's just Bone Crusher them, set up for next turn. We hit a Steamkin and a Mountain, so we're going to be going off next turn, for the most part. No, any game Frenzy's involved is not going to be a great game for us, because it means we're casting a Frenzy and we're not winning the game and we're going to fall behind. So it does not improve our deck based on our main deck configuration. All right, so they cast Risen Reef. We draw a Torburn. Oh, that's pretty good too. So we're kind of going off this turn. We get to play Steamkin, make a bunch of mana, play Bone Crusher Giant, and then we're probably just going to shock the Risen Reef, keep things under control a little bit. Now we got Torburn hanging out. We got some Rimrock Knights. Definitely still a little slowed down by this 5/5, but once you play the Torburn, we'll be able to attack into it much more safely. So one of the good things that Steamkin and Bone Crusher give this deck is that we actually have some large creatures, whereas usually our creatures kind of stink. Yeah, drawing an Embercleave would be pretty nice. Alright, obviously Hydrocrisis is quite good. Fervent Champion. Okay, so we can cast like pretty much everything here, and I guess we're just gonna mush. They obviously have 2 good blockers, but so we can cast spell, and these spells on their turn. So now we have these attackers. We're going to lose 2 attackers here. And they're probably going to lose 2 Steam. That's cool. Why does this look so cool? Fireworks! Sorry. If we had Embercleave here, they would be so dead. All we have are these Rimrock Knights. Alright, so we get to trade with the Lovestruck Beast, push some damage through, and kind of call it a day here. So now you have all the counters on these, and we're going to push damage, cast both things post-combat, right? We can't do that because this is being blocked by 1/1. So we can't use the Steamkin on our second main because it'll die because it has damage on it. So we just want to smush here and play by the Rimrock Knight. So we're getting in for nothing, but we're killing a lot of their board. Oh, duh. Yeah, it was a Torburn in play. I'm an idiot. Right. I should have pumped the champion. Still waking up. Still waking up. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Mobby. All we have is this board of 5 creatures versus nothing, so hopefully it'll be okay. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So once the board changes significantly before our next turn, I think we're in pretty good shape. They should be at 15, but oopsie. Kaleidoscope resub. I already got you. Risen Reef's in the tank right now. What's Risen Reef thinking about? And Sky, resub, welcome back. Appreciate you all hanging out, playing some Arena today. I know there's been a lot of Your Deck live content lately. My content's going to be a little rocky for the next few months, realistically. We're getting in pretty deep with this house. Went to the mortgage place, got approved. We got a lot of paperwork to do. And then, of course, once we actually move, I'll be taking some time off some streaming from it to literally move, and we got to fix some things up in the house, so on and so forth. So the next 2 to 3 months are going to be a little rocky as far as content goes. But once we're all set, we're going to be going full throttle. It's going to be awesome. So bear with me, my friends. I know we're a little too heavy on Your Deck Lives right now and not enough content. We're just buying a house. It's literally a mile from this house here on Long Island. So we are. It's been a very, very long process. We are closing in on the end. Housewarming party? We'll see. We'll see. The goal right now is to have a move-in draft where I'm going to invite all my local friends over to help me move, and then as a reward, I have some boxes we're going to draft with afterwards, free of charge, of course. 1-0. So. Beatdown plan working so far. Beatdown plan working so far. We're playing Seth Manfield's mono red deck. Again, we're going to be going over the World Championship archetypes today. There are 5 archetypes in the World Championship, and we're playing all 5 of them. Possibly today and tomorrow. We'll see how many we get through today. And folks, check out CoolStuffInc.com, CoolStuffInc.com. Number one source for your game shopping needs, as well as my articles and my videos, CoolStuffInc.com. I do a video Monday. I do an article Friday. And they're all there. Best free content on the internet. No paywall on CoolStuffInc.com. All free content. Check it out. All right? Check it out. CoolStuffInc.com. Also, buy some stuff, will you? Buy your Robber of the Rich. Promo code Jim10. CoolStuffInc.com. Check it out. That's a hand. Mulligan. It's pretty good. London Mulligan coming in full effect here. Yeah, Seth and Andrea Mengucci are playing this deck. It does seem pretty good, honestly. No shocks. Understanding the metagame pretty well. One of the things about small field tournaments is understanding you can metagame a lot harder. There are very few random decks. When I won the Players' Championship in 2015, I did so playing a highly metagamed ramp deck that wasn't even really like a tier 3 deck, but it was specifically good against the top 2 decks in the format, and we took it all the way. So, alright, we gotta, I guess we'll just, what's Temple of Malady mean? I guess we just Rimrock Knight. Doesn't feel good, but, so, small field at Worlds, only 16 players, and excellent metagame opportunity. And this deck does seem pretty good. Here's your... Whoa, Ella. There's your metagame breakdown. That's a very large image. From Worlds. There it is. Jim5 is the promo code for CoolStuffInc.com. Jim10 is the promo code everywhere else. So they're playing the, like, 4 Casualties of War, kind of like Garbo Sultai deck. Really don't love just, like, hard casting these adventure creatures, but I just want to get on the board. So, and next turn we can Embercleave, so I guess we're just doing it. Yes, Canister is 6% of the field by himself. And his deck choice is very bizarre because Jund Food is like very good at like mid-rangey battles and doesn't seem particularly good against like combo-y decks like Fires and Reclamation or really fast Embercleave decks. So pretty interesting choice. Obviously Canister knows that deck very, very well. But alright, so they have a Tyrant Scorn to kill my creature. So our really awkward hand here is kind of being a little frustrating. Fervent Champion wasn't bad. That was not bad. Alright, I mean, we have lethal next turn with Rimrock Knight and Embercleave. So we will try our best. Yes, main deck Agonizing Remorse, definitely a good choice in the Jund Food deck. Are you serious? Main deck, Enter the God Eternals. Not good against most of those decks, but we're not playing Worlds right now. We're playing on a ladder. So, okay. So probably going to the next game here. Of course, Enter the God Eternal is one of the best possible cards against Mono Red. Our hand was very awkward this game. We kind of just like didn't have much stuff. We had to just cast both our adventure creatures and we've drawn a lot of lands. Not a very ideal opening for us. Robber of the Rich. This better be really good. Hit something fantastic here. We hit a Euro, so we can put that in their graveyard. That's not very good. We're trying. We are 100% getting Casualties of War next turn. And then we're going to concede. That's okay, though. Free equip here. Yes, there have been multiple points where Aether Gust has been a main deckable card. In this format, Mystical Dispute, also very main deckable. Look at the metagame here. Mystical Dispute is live against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of the 16 decks. I believe some of the blue-white control players are playing main deck Mystical Dispute. Okay. This game is over. So, Enter the God Eternals sends us to the Shadow Realm. What's up, Gust? Thanks, I appreciate that. We're not there yet. I don't want any grats yet. I'm not gonna get excited about the new house until we are literally sleeping in the house for the first night. So we're getting there though. It's going really good. All right, so they're just like a Sultai kind of big dumb ramp deck. I would say we want this one Tybalt. Frenzy they can deal with reasonably well. Maybe want to shave like Torbran. On the play, I just don't want to. I don't want to bring stuff like Frenzy on the play, honestly. Like Tybalt seems pretty good, turning off life gain. I'm like kind of interested in this Frenzy too. I kind of want to cut 2 light up a stage because they're awkward with the higher mana cost spells. Don't want to cut any of the aggressive cards. And yeah, we're going to try that. Maybe this is wrong. I'm not sure. No sideboard guide. Worlds has not happened yet, so none of the players would want to be letting their sideboard secrets out. We're just playing all the Worlds decks. I guess you could say cold, you know. We're just figuring them out. Alright, Scorch Spitter, go get him, buddy. They are a pretty tap land centric deck too. So their deck's kind of like in a vacuum, not good against us based on their like primary strategy. However, they are playing cards like main deck End of the God Eternals to even things out as well. So yes, this hand is certainly much better than the last one. Light Up Stage hits 2-drop and a land, so perfect. The fear with Light Up Stage is it hits like Embercleave Torbrand on turn 2 and you just can't do anything with it. Alright, so they have a Tyrant Scorn, which is fine. We get to attack them for a good amount. Aether Gust, sure. I think that's fine on top. World is open deck list, correct. Jeskai Fires is definitely the big surprise. A deck that didn't really show up at all in at the Open last weekend. And a deck I thought was kind of just outdated. But Jeskai Fires a full 25% of the field. Yoda Involt, thanks for the follow, my friend. If you haven't followed the stream with that follow button, of course, watching on YouTube, make sure you follow on there. Thirsty Boy Gaming, thanks for following as well. So they have 5 cards in hand. We get to trigger our Robber of the Rich, which is pretty cool. Not quite Thief of Sanity, but still a cool card. Well, we got this Casualties of War ready to go here. So, Fire seems decent against Reclamation. Why? Just a slow sorcery speed mid-range deck. Cavalier of Thorns, aka you are almost dead. Why are you jingling keys in my ear? Am I a cat?
Works on dogs too. Walking for a ride.
Does not work on hamsters. Alright, so yeah, these you can see they're just like the grindy stuff. I mean, Teferi by itself is not enough to beat Reclamation.
It is time.
It's time for what?
For me to go to work too.
Sweet. Alright, so it's 2, 4, 5, 6.
Are you doing math right now?
I am doing math. I mean, it just comes down to them gaining life next turn, which they're going to do, which kind of sucks. I guess we just ship.
Attack with everything?
Yeah.
Pump the team?
We're gonna pump the team. We're gonna Embercleave, I think. We'll see what we hit off this Robber of the Rich. We had a land, obviously. God damn. We're playing all the decks, Ghost. All the decks. Yeah. It's a nice one to have access to, you know? So, we can Castle Emberhearth and play Scorch Spitter. We can Embercleave, which is probably worse. The thing is, like, none of our creatures... The thing about this deck is, like, Embercleave's not even good on, like, 60% of the creatures. They're all 1/1s. Yeah. Killing Cavalier just gives them access to Krasis, which feels bad. But I think we want to keep the Embercleave in our pocket and just play Scorch Spitter. So...
Pump the team!
They go to 3 life points. We have another Scorch Spitter, and we have an Embercleave.
Yeah, when you attack, they go to 1.
And a Prayer. Well, they're going to gain life this turn. They're probably going to cast a Euro out of the graveyard.
Boo.
Which sucks. Draw more Annex. Yes, I know. Annex is the one creature in my deck where Embercleave is really good on it. Alright, they're going to...
Alright, you take care of my hammy.
They're going to, like, alt cast a Euro. And I assume they're going to cast another Euro from their hand. Or from the graveyard, I mean. So they'll be at 7 life with 2 big blockers. Yeah, you go to work.
I said, well, I said, do you need anything before I go? And I can't go to work if you go to... Why are you confusing me?
No, I'm good at this. Tell mom to have a good day is what Storm Shadow shouts. You're being mom-like. But get out of here.
Believe it or not.
Come on, mom.
I am a mom.
I think you're my sister.
What?
Hey, my sister. You're a real pretty sister. Alright, are they dead? We can't Embercleave and Castle Emberearth. They're at 5. They can go to 1, which sucks. There's no real burn in our deck, which is also somewhat unfortunate. And they get to untap, they get to like, I mean, they've got so many cards in hand. It's like we're just like chucking away our 2 creatures. Three, 1. Yeah, I guess we're just trying to Bone Crusher Giant, try and kill them. Bang, bang, bang. Ken, resub, 18 months, welcome back. Alright, the old Cleveski on a 1-1. Big money light up the stage, let's go. Rimrock Knight Mountain. I mean, the Knight's not the worst, honestly. Pretty sure we cast it. We just put Embercleave on it, and it's 5 power double striker. They have like Catches of War or something. We're in big trouble, but 4 Bone Crusher Giant. The deck list is on the overlay, courtesy of Cardboard Live. Again, these are the public deck lists for Worlds. This is Seth Manfield's mono red aggro deck. Deck list is on the overlay. 4 Bone Crusher Giants. Foe. 1, 2, 3 into the foe. Bone Crusher Giant is knocking at your door. What do you got for us, opponent? You all on your million cards. Just the Graces for 4. Right, another 3. So Bone Crusher Giant. Not as exciting. And the Euro attacks. Yes. They announced Arena is finally coming to mobile very, very soon, which is awesome. Tibskis. So we have 3, 4. We have 10 double strike power, but they have 10 toughness. So I think we're just playing Tibski and passing the turn. Can't gain life anymore, which is pretty pertinent. Or important. Oh, that was a later stage land? Oops. I really, one of my biggest UI issues is that when you're empty-handed and there are alternate cost cards to cast, they end up right in the middle, not over here. So it's almost impossible to tell what they are. Obviously, it like smokes a little bit or something, but you just don't even notice. Well, 12 double strike power doesn't do enough because they just block up both things, and they get back Aether Gust or whatever they want, and not ideal. Do you guys not have phones? Another copy of Hydro Graces. Okay. Annex hardened in the Forge. So Annex is really good if it sticks next turn through for 7 cards. Obviously, Embercleave on Annex is the nuts. The problem is that doesn't seem really likely to happen. I guess we'll try, though. Say a prayer, everyone. There will obviously be board states that are hard to navigate on a phone. I don't care. Just let me try, you know? Oh my god. Well, I'd imagine we're getting, like, Aether Gusted and all sorts of crap here, but... Yeah, kind of weird matchup. Kind of weird matchup. Where their deck strategically doesn't line up well with us, but their cards line up well with us. Yeah. All right. So tough game there. Tough game. The turn 4, game 1, Enter the God Eternals is pretty tough for us. Pretty tough for us. Yes, you can finally play Arena while you poop. I agree. Very, very important. Yeah, I do agree that it also needs to come out for Mac too. Like, I actually had to buy a laptop, so I'm playing in the Arena tournament at DreamHack next weekend, and I have a MacBook, but I need to bring my own device for the tournament, and I can't do that. So, what's up, Jones? All right. Not the best hand ever, but we can keep this. Ooh. It's actually, like, if I draw lands, it's fine with the mirror. Yeah, I'm not tech savvy enough to set up, like, wine, stuff like that, so. Alright, so the question is, we're playing Robber next turn. Are we attacking or nah? We got a pretty mopey attack. So we're just like behind on the board. And we gain no real advantage from it. What's up, Walk? Good game, my friend. Yeah, I'm just going to say go. Our hand's pretty beefy. Rimrock Knight. Rimrock Knight. It's cute. If they have Embercleave, we just actually can't win the game, so there's always that, but doesn't seem like a very fun mirror. Does not seem like a very fun mirror. Like, our hand was fine, but slow. Oh my god. We get an Embercleaved. So hard. No? Maybe not. Maybe not. I'm obviously pretty happy to trade here. We get tokens and we have second annex. That was an interesting attack by our opponent. Okay. Light up stage, it's 2 mountains. That's a start. So they have a Rimrock Knight, a random card, and 2 mountains, and the Steamkin. We've got all the gas in the world. However, we don't have a ton of mana here to cast our spells. Okay. I mean, I don't really want to trade Annex for Rimrock Knight. I guess we attack and just hope they don't have an instant and see if they see they block. We can light up a stage too. Alright. So we can like Steamkin, light up a stage. Takes so much damage next time we do that though. Or we can just light and see what we hit. Yeah, let's light. Trying some lands. Okay, that's pretty good. And now we can annex or Robber. Annex is certainly a better blocker. Yeah, sure. Like, these random tokens are going to be pretty good with this Torbrand also, so I'm pretty happy to trade Annex or the Rimrock Knight here. No Embercleave. Awesome. And they're going to post-combat light up a stage for Steamkin Mountain. It's interesting. Our own Steamkin. So we could Torbrand attack for 9 here. And then Torbrand can block the 4/4 Steamkin and just kill it. We can double Steamkin Rimrock Knight. Also not bad. I think we double Steamkin, set up for next turn. And now they have a block and a spell here. We have the Knight also, which is great, so they don't. I would like to use this Rimrock Knight defensively if I can to kill their Steamkin, so we're just going to go here. No Embercleave. Okay. Not great, but could be worse. Just go for the trades here. Alright, we trade, and then we can Torbran. I guess our creatures don't line up well with their creatures, but we can't... This is interesting. So saving the Rimrock Knight is interesting here. We can, like... My initial plan was to just block both Rimrock and double trade, but now that they have Torbran, I kind of like the idea of saving the Rimrock Knight to try and kill the Torbran with my 1/1s. I think I'm just going to trade the 2/2 for the 2/2. Taking 6, though? Taking 6 is kind of crazy. Alright, I guess we'll trade off. Embercleave. Okay. You have Castle too. It's pretty good. How could I have eaten one with a Torbran in play? Okay. And playing Torbran doesn't really allow for any attacks here either. I'm pretty sure we just want to play Robber and Rimrock Knight. And then we draw a land, we can go Torbran Embercleave. So we just ship here. Fervent Champion's fine. So land or spell, very happy next turn. This is an attack for 3, we're going to take it. And they're done. Tapped out. Okay. Didn't draw a land. However, we do have Embercleave and we can attack. So we're going to do that. These all can't block anyway. We need to kill them before Embercleave comes online, so this is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Not quite. I'm just going to do this. Torbran Alpha Strike is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, I think it was exactly lethal. Alright, whatever. they draw Embercleave and kill us. I deserve it. Torbjorn was exactly lethal. They block the Rimnock Knight. They take 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, so it was a little more than the exact, but no, sick. Man, I am tired this morning. They take. They block this. Take 4. I was only 13. Yeah, it wasn't lethal. Chat, you're as tired as I am today. But I'm winning, so whatever. It's good. No more chat. Chat can go away. So, that was sick. We drew Embercleave and they didn't, so you won. We're going to watch Red Cap Melee. And we need to decide exactly how you want to approach this matchup. Like, all of our shitters aren't very good, except when we have Embercleave. But Tybalt is not as good as it usually is in these matchups. Frenzy probably doesn't matter because it's all about Embercleave. Lava Coil is certainly fine and good against Annex specifically. And we are on the draw. So perhaps we want to, like, shave down on our crapper 1-drops and bring in their removal spells in the Frenzy. It certainly is, I guess then Rimrock Knight becomes bad also because we're so many creatures. So we cut, like, Frenzy. Yeah, Rimrock Knight seems pretty bad. Sort of the 1-drops, though. Huh. Where's Seth when you need him, you know? A little sideboard advice. I guess Spitter is better than Champion. I'll try this. I mean, Champion's literally just Raging Goblin. You know? Let's draw 2 of them. And they're going to have removal anyway, so. It's pretty scary. So now if they boarded like we boarded, this hand's fine. But they're also on the play, so they're not incentivized to board like that. Oh, man. I don't think we can keep this hand. Alright, it's better. Let's ship. Honestly, probably Scorch Spitter. We have 2 removal spells, a Steam Cannon and Embercleave, so. They have the 1-drop. We have infinite removal spells. We're going to save this. I'm going to Bone Crusher, Restore Spitter. Oh, it's an instant. Never mind. There's an instant? There's a sorcery. Wow. Fervent Champion. Maybe we do want to cast this. They have 3 cards. Let's kill that. Yeah, right. That's really good. Another Lava Coil. Alright, so I'm pretty happy just Bone Crushing the Fervent Champion. They could have Infuriate. I doubt they do. I'll just do it now, I guess, though. So we're trying to be like chunky red, basically. That's really good. Chip nothing. I mean, Bone Crusher's probably dying, but that's okay. Mulligan, but we'll take our 2 for 1. Works for me. That was a really good draw. That's the kind of game we're playing to right now. Is it insane that you might want to board out an Embercleave or 2 in this matchup? Once you sideboard just like a million removal spells. Alright, we're going to coil here just to get in. We also want to start emptying our hand for Frenzy anyway, so. Definitely an interesting matchup as far as how it shifts post-board. One of the important things is recognizing the... So this card seems good against a post-board plan. That's fair. Thankfully, Red Cat Melee will deal with that.
Won't lie, I'm a pretty great pyromancer.
So they're going to flash back their Lava Coil, which is fine. I mean, Frenzy's a trump card here.
How many of you seen this one before?
Light up the stage. This card seems really bad. This is the card we should have cut. Okay, we're learning how to sideboard now. Robber the Rich, sure. Light up the stage seems terrible with the way that we've boarded. Robber of the Rich. Robin Hood and Merry Man are up to it again. Mono red mirrors are always very interesting. Like, the old end-step naked Embercleave. So that's a thing. It's a thing. Mono red mirrors are one of the matchups where you really have to know what you want to be doing. You have to have a plan. You can't just like board in. Oh, I've got Red Cat Melee. That card's good against them. You have to have an actual plan for what you're trying to do. No interest in playing Frenzy yet, because we still have this Coil and this Embercleave. Nice. Lava Coil Gym. So they're really happy they drew that, but the reality is they're not happy because they're dead. This is a Embercleave. And we have our Frenzy in our hand, which is like the best possible trump card. We didn't even need it. Didn't even need it this game. You dead. Light up a stage for Land Frenzy. Lol. Alright. Pretty sweet, pretty sweet. We can do one more match of this deck. Deck seems pretty good. Deck seems pretty good. Again, here's your metagame breakdown for Worlds. Mengucci and Seth are both playing this version of Mono Red. Definitely 16-player tournaments are strange. They encourage you to pair off to practice rather than work with a big team. So, alright. Opponent is on the play. Our hand is kind of mopey, but I think we're just going to keep it. Drawing a 1-drop. I don't like Light Up a Stage very much in these decks. There just aren't enough 1-drops, you know? Oh, hello. Well, that makes our keep really bad. Big, crazy, fancy lands. No 2-drop. Okay. It's not the worst. Bone Crusher Giant is nice. We can do that. Although I probably should cast it on my turn in case they have a Infuriate. With 2 more fire energy, our opponent can use Charizard's Flame Breath ability. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. Steamkin. Man, their hand is aggressive. Embercleave Mountain. So basically the nuts. We are dead. I don't really see a way out for us. They just get to go land, Embercleave their Steamkin, and we can't beat a 4/4 double striker. And there's no 1 mana card we can hit off light up a stage that would kill a Steamkin. So I am pretty sure we're just dead. Pretty frustrating. The old Cleavester. This is a game 1. There are no red caps in my deck. Yeah, like attacking a Fervent Champion, like I mean blocking there is heinously bad. But maybe we should have given it a shot. Alright, so we blocked the Scorch Spitter, otherwise we just get mushed by the thing anyway. Great, they're not playing Shock, specifically as a metagame consideration for Worlds, and it ended up being a really good choice because Shock is bad against basically every deck but the Mirror. Wow, they put on a Scorch Spitter? Wow. That's interesting. Alright. Well, we're still really dead. Like, I don't know what we could possibly hit. So you just can't beat an Embercleave or a large creature. And they have, they're going to have both. We're drawing 2 outs that don't exist. But, whatever. There are no shocks in my deck. Alright. Definitely not really built for the Mirror, but our sideboard's cool, so... So we're going to sideboard properly this time. I think we learned some stuff from our last match. And I think we want to board out... I think we're bringing in... I kind of like bringing in Chandra too, honestly. Bringing all the melees. We're on the play, though. Are things different on the play? I don't think so. We have no shocks, correct. Again, our deck list is on the overlay for Cardboard Live. This is we're playing the World Championship decks. This is Seth Manfield's mono rip deck that him and Andrea Mangucci brought. I think we're still going to be boarded into the control deck. Let's board out 4 Light Up a Stage and 4 Fervent Champion and 3 Urmrock Knight. Actually, I'm going to leave it 1 Light Up a Stage. Once you go bigger, Light Up a Stage is not very good. Yeah, Shock is bad against the field, except for the Mirror. Ugh, check out my sweet Coalesce shirt. Once your deck has reactive cards in it and more expensive cards, Light Up a Stage comes pretty bad. Surprised there's no Claim the Firstborn in the sideboard for the Mirror. Well, Magic player, the Mirror is not really about that. As you can see how we're boarding into a control deck. The Mirror is not going to be a race. The Mirror is going to be a grind fest. Hence why we want to lean on cards like Experimental Frenzy, Chandra, and things like that. Stealing a creature for 1 turn is not really going to do too much. So it's important to think about your sideboarded games as sideboarded games. You're not sideboarding against their main deck. You are sideboarding against their sideboarded deck and how they're going to be playing the post-board games. Having a claim the Firstborn in a game 1 would not be that bad, but having it in a game 2 or 3 would not be very exciting. So we're just going to Bone Crush here, again playing around like Infuriate, which I doubt they have, but I got punked out by Infuriate at SG Philly last weekend, so I'm like super gun shy about it. Wolfie Gaming gifting 5 subs. We got 5 new subs. What are your names? Where are you from? So welcome everyone. And if you're a new sub, get on the Discord. Alright, so we're going to Steamkin and Spitter here. Put in 2 good blockers for this Rimrock Knight. Make them deal with the Steamkin. And we have plenty of fat in our hand too. So, fat of the land right here. I wish that you could set the default land on Arena. So I wouldn't have to manually add my Mirage lands to every deck. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. Annex. Hardened to the Force. Annex is pretty good. No Lava Coils presently, but I'm still going to block here. Am I going to bring John to see Sonic? Yeah, probably. I think he said he wanted to see it. We could just kill Annex here because it is quite good. And that would allow us to play. We could like Bone Crusher. Like, I mean, shocking the Satyr's pretty bad, but it would allow us to attack for 4 and cast Bone Crusher Giant. And then we can use Chandra to flashback melee if we really want to. I'm gonna do it. This is a little aggressive, which might be a little off plan, but it's gonna be Bone Crusher Giant. I want to weed out their lava coils before I play my own Annex. Scorch Spitter, sure. Alright, a lot of spitting here, a lot of spitting. Alright. They have 1 card left, so we're in great shape now. I would like kind of like to get the other Steamkin in play, but I think we can just play Bone Crusher and attack. If our Steamkin lives, next turn's going to be pretty nice. Like, we're not scared of too much here. Castle Emberheart's fine, but another Steamkin. Alright. So let's play Steamkin and Smash. They're definitely incentivized to block my Steamkin, so I can't use it for mana, which I think is fine. What's up, Dylan? Yeah. That worked out pretty well. I think I like how we're sideboarding here. I think I like the plan. I like the plan. Let's stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. Howler. Then we got to decide what deck we're playing next. Yeah, sounds fun. No removal spells, which is a little loose, but we were on the draw with 2 annexes, which is nice. So we are up a card. Hard casting Rimrock Knight. I would say Tybalt is pretty good against hard cast Rimrock Knight. The old Tipsky. What deck is Paulo playing at Worlds? Paulo is playing. Where is he? It's so small on my screen. Paulo's playing Blue-White Control. We're playing Paulo's deck a little bit later. This is kind of the mono red mirror where you want to choose to draw post board. While I love the thought, I don't think so. There's still Embercleave. There are still cards that kind of run away with the game. I think being on the play is still preferable. Though I love choosing to draw. It makes me really happy. Tibsky. So, nice little devil action here. They can't kill the devil without their Rimrock Knight dying. We got Annex hanging out. We got more tokens. We definitely need some removal here, but we also have this Castle Emberhearth, which is probably going to be pretty useful with these multiple Annexes. They're going to Lava Coil my devil. And they're going to feel so dumb when I cast Annex. Oh, opponent. So they get to kill my Tipsky, but I'm pretty okay with that exchange, honestly. Another Castle Emberhearth. Alright. I think we're attacking. Like, I mean, you could just block the knight, I guess. It's hard to know because, like, our hand is not great right now. And we're kind of lacking in engine cards to kind of, like, draw a lot of cards and do stuff. I think that's Zach. I think we're probably a little more the aggressor. Even though we don't like to be, Magic is definitely a dynamic game. You got to respond to how the game is playing out. If they have Embercleave, we're probably just dead, unfortunately. But okay, so they're gonna red cap my Annex, which is fine. Get a token, have a second copy. Morning, Raid. How's it going, everyone? Welcome. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Alright. There's your Remark Knight. They have a lot of cards in hand. And light up a stage for 2 mountains. That's not good. We need some gas here, folks. We need a frenzy off the top. That's what we need. Bone Cruiser Giant. Torbrand's not bad either, honestly. Torbrand's actually pretty good. Torbrand here attacks for 9. Also, they have Red Cap melee, which if they have that, we probably lose anyway. So, screw it. Let's do it. Hit me, Gimli. Boom. I'll take good trades for 600, Alex. And my axe. Please don't ever cleave me. They have their own Torbrand. Sure. So this is an attack for about 1 million. Alright, whatever. They had a coil. They cast a pre-combat, right? So probably have like light up stage. Ah. All right. They had 4 points of burn. Not a lot of burn. Not a lot of burn in these decks. So I felt pretty safe going to 3 there. But if I block with Torbrand, our board completely evaporates. So I'm fine with not blocking there. But all right, let's move on. Let's move decks here. So again, this is Seth Manfield's mono red deck. I want to try and get all the decks today if I can. And obviously built for the World's metagame with no shocks, but seems like a pretty good choice. I would say Seth and Andrea have one of the better decks in the field and are probably looking pretty good. So that's Seth's deck. More decks to come. But YouTube folks, that'll be a different video. YouTube folks, I love you. Like, comment, subscribe. Please help me out. Love you.